Quite a special day. You may have noticed, as students were passing across, a name mentioned, Glass Hostetler. And Taylor is graduating today, and I want to point out that the person who presided over this college for 3 of your 4 years here is in the audience tonight. Tom Hostetler, Marcia Glass, we're indebted to you, and congratulations on this moment in your lives. Would you like to stand up and be recognized, please? They're right over there. Now, I think I'm supposed to close with a metaphor. About jazz. Graduates, and you are now graduates of this college. You were trained in the tradition of the liberal arts to understand the socioeconomic, political, technological context of problems humanity faces. You were poised to find solutions that affirm human rights, protect the environment, raise and then stabilize standards of living across the globe. But to capitalize on this opportunity to find solutions, you must waste no time to think of ways in which you make a positive impact on the communities you will soon join. I have been a member of many communities, each unique in their many respects, but I have observed that communities that function well and make progress towards solving problems and achieving their goals have at least 3 features in common. They value the skills and opinions of their members, and they are willing and ready to change, sometimes rather significantly, in response to challenges and opportunities originating from within or without. Whenever I contemplate my role in a community, I am reminded of an unexpected and beautiful experience. This is where the metaphor begins. Many years ago, I attended a conference in New Orleans, so we're closing a loop to Louisiana. After a wonderful lunch in the French Quarter, and if you've been in the French Quarter, New Orleans in general, you can't have a bad meal there. I had a bit of time before the next lecture and began walking toward Jackson Square. There I was quickly drawn to a band playing Dixieland. The leader, a wonderful clarinetist who also sang beautifully, was obviously in control of the group, calling the songs, signaling the soloist. But the group changed almost constantly. A tuba player left, perhaps to go back to work. One would hope. A guitarist joined in mid-song. The band was sometimes a quintet, sometimes a rather large ensemble. Yet the music was always rich and soulful, like good jazz always is. In my opinion, a strong opinion should function like this band of street musicians did. So as you leave Lewis and Clark and join another community, law, medical, or graduate school, or commercial, or not-for-profit organization, and so on, I ask you to consider the following advice. First, do not forget that you will always remain a member of the Lewis and Clark community. Yes, like every productive community, we will change, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly. But we will remain true to our educational mission, and we will always be ready to help you when we can. Second, and very importantly, consider becoming a bit like the guitarist who steps in and, working together with other musicians, somehow compensates for the absent tuba player. Follow the lead of those you trust to lead, but improvise when necessary. Indeed, good leaders cultivate and reward creativity. And when called to lead, do so. Finally, and above all, help your community thrive, just as a good clarinetist or guitarist can make the sounds of a jazz band richer and more soulful. Making and helping others make informed decisions about the future of your new communities will be a tribute to your professors, your family, and very importantly, to your hard work at Lewis and Clark. In this task, I wish you clarity of thought, patience, perseverance, and above all, and as always, peace. Now, graduates, you will join your family and friends in celebration of your significant achievements. But before we do so, I'd like you to recognize a few folks in the audience. I'd like you to give a round of applause to the faculty and staff who have helped you for your years at the college. And while you're standing, why don't you turn around and acknowledge your families, your friends. And now you may sit down. Because now it's my pleasure to invite the senior choir back on stage to lead the class of 2010 and all of us in singing our alma mater. Lyrics are printed in your program, and the tune is familiar to many of you. Just follow along. And for that, we all stand again. Got to get your exercise a little bit here.